Okay, hello everybody. What's going on, my friends? What is up and welcome. How are you? Hello, hello. Welcome to the weekend. That is right. Today is Friday, October 25th, 2019. Today is a big day for gaming. Today, 3 high-profile new releases all coming out at once. I would say 2 ginormous AAA and 1 a re-release, 2 of which I'll be playing. Today is the release of both The Outer Worlds as well as Call of Duty Modern Warfare. There's also a 3rd, lesser-known release of the Medieval Remaster. So a lot of fun stuff coming out today. No matter what kind of a gamer you are, you'll probably enjoy the stuff that's coming out. I'm excited because it means a full day of new release fun for us on stream. The Outer Worlds in particular getting tons of positive reviews from those who like this kind of RPG-style game, which I do. And I am very excited to be starting up the Outer Worlds with all of you today. Keep in mind, this is probably going to be an ongoing playthrough for quite some time. If it has as much content as most of the games that Obsidian, is known for making, chances are the game will be a long and enjoyable experience for all of us, okay? So that is my first gameplay stream of the day, is Outer Worlds. I'm very excited. Later tonight, my late stream is going to be Modern Warfare, and hopefully the servers will work this time, because last night they just did not. I played for 2 hours, and no luck trying to play multiplayer, so we basically played 2.5 hours of the campaign, which was quite fun, but very visceral. Put it that way. Suicide bombers and hostage situations and people viciously killing innocents. It was pretty fucked. That's the best way I can really describe it. I definitely got vibes back to the days of Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Those campaigns. Remember the No Russian mission? Yeah, that's pretty much the kind of vibe I was getting from the game. Not to say that's a bad thing, but man, whew, seeing people getting gunned down and stuff is pretty fucked up. People hanging from cranes and stuff. Jesus. So anyway, that's going to be, today it's going to be The Outer Worlds, 4 hours of premiere fun. And then the multiplayer of Modern Warfare tonight, as long as it works. Now, tomorrow, we are going to rotate that. Okay, tomorrow we're going to do Modern Warfare on the first stream. What I'm thinking of doing is kind of splitting the stream. Maybe the first half of the stream we'll do 2 hours of story, and then we'll switch over and do multiplayer. And then tomorrow night, Saturday night, we'll do more Outer Worlds. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Then Sunday, we will mix it up, and we'll go back to WWE for a stream, just for variety's sake, so that way people aren't getting completely tired of the same stuff 2-3 days in a row. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Sunday night I put in more, more Outer Worlds, and then I think Monday is going to be the conclusion of Dragon Quest Builders 2, I hope, because I'm making it the main gameplay stream for the day to try to beat it. And then I think Monday night we're doing more Modern Warfare, okay? And then, of course, this next coming week is going to be a combination of all of that, all those new release games, plus this coming Thursday, on Halloween, it's my Halloween gaming marathon, where I'm going to be doing a variety of horror-themed games, 5 different ones. I'll be dressed up in a Halloween costume, and it should be a good time, a good, fun, spooky marathon on Halloween, okay? So, lots of good stuff coming up, guys. Thank you very much for being patient. I know that it was, some downtime there where there really wasn't a lot of new releases, or I couldn't really afford them. And now we're in the midst of all the new release madness. Okay? Devil's Eyes asked, do I have a cold? I don't. I sneezed right before I started started talking. And when I sneezed, it made my post-nasal drip go into massive overdrive. So now I'm dealing with that, and it sucks. Because I was perfectly fine before that, and then I sneezed, and now it's bothering me. It's annoying as hell. Okay? Okay. So that's the stream, guys. I don't know if you guys heard about a couple of delays. But first of all, Last of Us 2 has been delayed until May. And in my opinion, that's okay. I just don't understand why Naughty Dog announced it. Just like 3 weeks ago, they announced it for February. Just to delay it again to May. That's really stupid. It means someone at Naughty Dog didn't know what the hell they were doing. And then, last night, it was announced that Watchdogs is being delayed indefinitely Originally, it was supposed to be a March 2020 release, but the new Watchdogs Legion game is now being delayed indefinitely and does not have a set release date now. So it's kind of interesting because I kind of said that about Watchdogs. I was talking about Watchdogs Legion. And I was like, for what they're proposing this game's going to do, you can take over any human in the city of London, right? Anyone. I was kind of thinking that the game sounds good on paper, but may not translate into a good game, and allow me to explain why. If they're saying that they're going to be able to take over any character in the whole city, what that tells me is, obviously, what's going to happen is not what you think. Oh, every character's different and unique. No. What's going to happen is the characters are going to be falling into archetypes. There'll be an old person style who they kind of, they can't move fast, but they use drones and stuff in order to do their missions. There'll be a parkour style character who'll be young and spry and fast and be able to leap and do all kinds of crazy parkour stuff. There'll be a driver who'll do the driving missions to get away from the cops or be a wheelman. There'll be a run and gun style game player who, okay, you're the one who does the actual, wet work, going in and shooting things and breaking into areas and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is it's going to, instead of being, it's going to be all individuals that are completely different, it's just going to be like 5 general classes, okay? And that's okay, but if that is the case, I think that they're kind of promising something they're not going to deliver on. Oh, you could control every character, and every character will have their own unique story and everything. I think that's horseshit. And I hate to say it, I think it may be another Watch Dogs 1 situation where they advertise the game to be one thing, and when the game finally comes out, it's not what they have kind of promised, and people are just going to be upset. Now, it's funny because they were saying it was coming out in March, and I was like, damn, I wonder how this is going to be received. Now, all of a sudden, it's delayed indefinitely because they want the game to be more unique in the system where it could take over the people of London. Like, that's actually what they say in the delay message. We wanted to make sure that the ability of taking over anyone you want is unique and different. I almost get the feeling like they were almost done with this game, and then they kind of sat down and played it and were like, damn, this is like fun for 4 hours, and then it gets boring because you've seen all the archetypes of the character, and now, so maybe they're adding in way more. Like, that would be cool. Here's the thing. If there's like 8 different kinds of characters, then it's kind of fun. But if there's only like 5, you're going to get bored right away. You see what I mean? So I think that maybe that if they are taking the time to add more stuff into it, I'm happy about that. Okay? So let's see. Let's see what happens. Watch Dogs, I mean, quite frankly, there were so many games coming out within February and March that having a couple be delayed isn't a huge deal. And now we had Doom Eternal that was delayed from this fall into that time frame. So I guess that's fine. I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, but that's the rough gaming news going on right now. The other piece of gaming news is that in Death Stranding, Conan O'Brien is going to make a cameo appearance, which is pretty funny. I think that'll be pretty neat to have. I wonder what other cameos are going to be in the game, now that we know Conan O'Brien's in there. But I wonder what other crazy cameos there will be in Death Stranding. Okay, so anyway, that's that, guys. Let's move on. Let's move on to... Oh, I got good news. I actually have good news. After all the rage a couple days ago, I finally got game sharing on PlayStation 4 to work. And not to say that it didn't work before, because it did. But I could not get it to work for the Outer Worlds. Now, for those who don't know the story, because I told the story the other night, so I'll tell you the story. So... earlier this year, I found out about game sharing, and I game shared my games with Kat, and so she was able to play a few games this year, including Rage 2, Borderlands 3. She didn't play them through, she just kind of tried them out. And it's a good thing, because she basically said, if I'd bought these games, I would have been disappointed long-term playing them, because she didn't really enjoy many of the games that she tried from my stuff, okay? So... with all these games coming out in the next couple of months, Kat had said that she actually was really looking forward to the Outer Worlds. Like, it was a game that she is anticipating greatly, and one of her most anticipated games of the year, if not the most anticipated, and she's definitely going to play it. So she's like, for a change, instead of you buying all the games and sharing it with me, I'll buy one with, money that I make, and I'll share it with you. I said, that sounds like a good idea. That would certainly help. So she did. She bought the Outer Worlds, and it wouldn't work. The game share would not work. We tried like every possible thing. We tried changing the accounts. We tried making a main account, undoing the main account. We tried renewing licenses. We tried every possible if, and, or but. It wouldn't work. And then on top of all that, yesterday, well, no, 2 days ago, I was playing Plants vs. Zombies multiplayer stream. And while I'm playing it, I get a pop-up message stating, oh, you don't even have license to play this game, so we're turning it off in 15 minutes. And I'm like, that's it. I've had enough of this game share horse shit. It's obvious when you share your accounts, it's not working right. And now it's going to tell me it's going to take away my own rights to my own fucking games that I bought. So I turned it all off. I just disassociated our PS4s from each other or whatever. I had enough. I was so frustrated. Okay? So then, I decided today, or last night, when we were playing Modern Warfare, after Modern Warfare stream ended, I said, just for the hell of it, let me give this one last shot. Alright, so here's what I did. I made my PS4, I assigned it as Kat's primary PS4, which is what you're supposed to do. Then I clicked on Renew Licenses, got all the licenses, turned it on, and it works. I'm like, huh? Now, I had done this before. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, see, Phil, we told you so. No, I had done that before. I had done that about 4 other times, and it never worked. It just locked the Outer Worlds and never let me play it. Now it works. And I'm like, motherfucker. Like, seriously. I'm just so frustrated. So, I'm like, well, at least it works now. So now we can play the Outer Worlds, and I'm game shared, and it worked. It took a massive amount of frustration to get it to work, but at least I got it to work. So that's the good news, okay? I don't even know what it was. I don't know if it's because the console was turned off and on, because I disassociated the console. I don't know. It could have been anything. Who knows? But I got it to work. Now, I don't know if I try to game share with Kat again if it'll work. It seems like it at least works one way, but we haven't gotten it to work both ways at the same time yet. Okay? So I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys, that's a positive update. It's a little bit less frustration in my life, thank goodness. After all the rage I had the other day trying to get this stupid thing to work, it finally worked. So I'm pleased about this, and now we can play the Outer Worlds without interruption. Okay? Alright. So, let's now get to the segment 2 of the pre-stream, the gratuitous plugs. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you very much for all of your support. As you know, right now, I'm not going through a very good time. I'm in a situation that's a very dire one. The situation is that by the 30th, which is 5 days from now, I have to raise a large amount of money to make a bunch of payments. And once those payments are made, I am on pace to fulfill my obligations and continue with the plan that I have set out for myself this year to try to get myself to a better financial position. The truth of the matter is, if I don't make these payments by the end of the month, this is going to screw me over royally to the point where I will not be able to continue on with the plan that I have set, and therefore, I'll be in big trouble. What I'm thinking is, sadly, if I can't do this, I'm going to have to start defaulting on a bunch of payments because I just can't afford them anymore. I'm probably going to get sued. All right, I'm just being honest with you. Like, that's the only course of action I really foresee here is if I can't make this payment, I think I'm in trouble. All right, I don't mean to put this on all of you. This was something that I did not foresee happening. Sadly, it has, and that's the situation I'm in. In the past 2 days, you guys have been incredibly supportive with this. We've already raised $485 in tips out of the goal. I want to say thank you very much. I really, really hope in the next 5 days that we can hit this goal. And by the way, we have to hit it by the 30th because I have to make the payment by the 31st. Like the 31st by close of business, I have to have these payments in. So the money has to be ready by the 30th to do that. Okay? So, hopefully, we could do this. Hopefully this will, be able to be fixed. I hope we can do this, and again, if you like my content, if you like my streams, if you like everything about the fact that I'm here 6 days a week full-time, if you like the fact I still upload videos to YouTube as an archive because I know that not everyone can be here live for the streams, if you appreciate the 11 years of hard work I put into this damn thing, please contribute if you can. All right, just saying, please do. It helps tremendously. And, please, consider contributing if you can via tips. Now, I'm not saying that everything else isn't great. If you cheer or you sub or you do all these other things, they're all great. They all help tons. And they all, long term are going to be great. But right now, in the 5 days I got left, this is what I need to do. Okay? So please consider it, all right? And by the way, no, I'm not entertaining anyone who's some kind of armchair quarterback and is going to try to tell me a million ways to fix my problem when you don't even know what the problems are. And no, I'm not going to take ridiculous suggestions that I've already explored 2-3 years ago. Already people in the stream chat, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm just going to ignore it. There's no point. There's no point in even entertaining or responding to this kind of stuff. So just know if you start bringing stuff up like this, I'm not going to even bother with it. Because number one, I don't want the entirety of my stream to be about this at all. I don't. Once we start gameplay, I just want it to be about gameplay. And number two, I'm not stupid. I've thought out all options. I know what I'm doing at this point. It just sucks that I'm in a situation where I'm in a bind right now. And I need to get out of that bind in order to continue on with the things that I've already put into motion for this year. Okay? So again, please, if you enjoy my stuff, anything helps. But tipping right now, in the 5 days I have left, tipping is going to help me. So please consider tipping me if you can. Okay, guys, so a couple things about tipping. Two things. Number one, if you tip me, well, first of all, how do you tip me? If you look at below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click, or you can type ! Tip into the stream chat. Either of those things helps, or those things bring us up the link, I should say, to go to the tips page. You don't need a PayPal account to tip me. You can use a debit or credit card. That way you don't have to go through a lengthy registration process with PayPal. However, you may have to go on a desktop version of the site to get those options to load, because I've had issues getting them to load on a phone. I also strongly recommend, if you are going to tip me and you're worried about online harassment, do not use your real name. You can make up a name, or you can make, just put anonymous. Anything like that, probably better than using your real information, because you don't want assholes to harass you on the internet, right? So just a recommendation, okay? All right, so that's the deal, guys. Now, outside of that, some rules regarding my streams. First of all, I have to abide by all the rules of Twitch, of Twitch.tv. I don't know why I can't say the word rules. All the rules of Twitch.tv. And therefore, I can't just say and do whatever I want. I have to abide by what they have for their strict criteria of what's allowed on a stream. In addition, I like to maintain my own chill vibe on my streams. What that means is a couple of things. First of all, we try not to talk about controversial topics that get people angry with each other, namely politics or religion. Those topics, for whatever reason, seem to really get people in a bind and angry with each other. And so I don't like talking about them that often, because I don't want people to get pissed off at each other and turn the chat into a big argument. The bottom line, though, is that if it is part of a game's plot line, I'll allow it. And in particular with the Outer Worlds, I've actually heard there may be some things there about consumerism, corporations, etc. that could be considered the realm of the political. If people want to talk about those things, that's okay, as long as it's in the realm of the discussion of the game, okay? Now, in addition, I'm well aware out there that there are a ridiculous amount of people who are just out to make fun of me and to deride me and to defame me and to basically make a living riding on my coattails and basically crapping on me. And it's ridiculous that it's allowed, because, by the way, it's not allowed on Twitch. It's only allowed on YouTube. Which is why it's hilarious that those people who do that are not on Twitch anymore. They're only allowed on YouTube. But YouTube is an immoral piece of garbage place where they just allow any kind of crap on the internet. And so people regularly illegally restream my content, steal my gameplay videos, and do what they want in order to make me look terrible so that they can make money on my behalf. Because they don't have talent. If they did, they would actually go do positive stuff for themselves. Instead, all they could do is bring down others because they don't have any fucking talent. So, the thing is, I know they exist, but we're not going to bring them up. We're not going to address that. We're not going to talk about that crap on my streams. Sadly, some people fall into this realm and they come in here and they start talking about, oh, did you hear this guy said this about you? Do you know this guy's stealing your stream? Did you hear this guy attacked a fan who contributed and blah, blah, blah? We're not going to address it. That's exactly what they want. They want that attention. You publicly address it on a stream, you're actually giving them exactly what they want. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Because then it gives them more notoriety, more popularity, more attention. It makes them more money. So that's why they keep doing this illegally. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it to waste our time when we could be doing a fun and positive stream to address that kind of negativity and toxicity. So we don't allow that on the stream, guys. Okay? In general, the way I see it is if you come by my stream, you hang out with me, you hang out with the viewers, right? You see my honest reactions to fun games, especially these new releases. It's really cool to see how I react to the new stuff. Have some interaction with me, have a fun discussion, talk with other people in the stream chat, etc. That's how it goes. That's a good thing, okay? So, all right. By the way, goodbye, Sweetie Squad. You're just so dumb at this point. I'm seriously not even. I don't have to say nothing. I'm just saying goodbye. You're so dumb. Okay. So stupid. So anyway, all that being said, we want to have a good time. So in general, if we just try not to be toxic with each other and we just kind of have a chill vibe where you can come to my stream, you can escape your daily stresses, you can escape your daily drama, your daily bullshit, the toxicity of real life, and escape that to come to a fun gameplay stream. That's the kind of stream I'm trying to put out for you. That's the kind of atmosphere I'm trying to maintain on my streams on a daily basis. I hope you understand that and you'll abide by the rules so we can keep that in line and make it a fun time for everybody. Sound good? Sound good, buddy? All right. One last thing. Okay. And by the way, now Modern Day Maharaja is banned because he's a conspiracy theorist idiot and literally making stuff up just because a bunch of morons go on the internet and drag up information that's completely not correct at all and pass it around as fact doesn't mean it's fact. In fact, absolutely no one has any idea what's really going on. Not a single person understands it besides me. And goodbye, because you're passing around conspiracy theories because you're a fucking idiot, and now you can get out of my chat too. I literally just said we're not going to address this stuff, and this guy addresses it on Twitter. I said, oh, go to Twitter to see all the latest stuff that people are saying this is what it is. Well, you're gone. You immediately violated the rules. Like, you immediately, the moment I said what they were, you violated them, and now you can be gone forever. Wow, you're stupid. Okay. Alrighty then. All I can tell you is this: no one's correct. They're all idiotically saying stupid shit because they don't understand anything about anything, really. Quite frankly, they really just don't understand anything about anything. They guess stuff in order to try to think that this is what it is, and then they pass it around as fact rather than actually fucking knowing anything. They think they're smarter than others. They're just dumb fucks. It's hilarious because the things I see on the internet. Oh, this is why Phil's in the situation he's in. I look at it, I'm like, they're really dumb. If they even had any kind of a knowledge of how anything worked, they would understand how this is completely impossible. They're just dumb as fuck. But it is what it is. They're dumb, right? And that's why we're not going to talk about it on stream. Okay. So, now let's get to the third and final segment, my friends, which is the shout-outs, where we're going to give credit to people who have contributed, not only on this stream, but of course overall for the week as well, for things like cheering and the like, okay? So, let's do it. First of all, hold on a second here. There we go. What is going on? And Boo, yeah, you're right. He says, didn't Phil say that about people who were claiming he had a car a while ago? Yeah, remember when people were claiming that I had that we had like multiple cars here? Again, based on stupidity, based on complete nonsense, they were guessing that somehow we have multiple vehicles in the household, and people were complaining, why does Phil have two cars when they, don't. I have one fucking car that I bought, and I told everyone when I bought it years ago. I told everyone when I got it, there's no multiple cars. These idiots, these conspiracy theory idiots, look stuff up on the internet and pass it around as fact because they're fucking morons. Okay. Let's get to shout-outs, shall we? Golden Colts did a bunch of cheering overnight. Thank you very much to Golden Colts. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the overnight support. The Archangel 007. Resale for 21 months. He says, hey, Phil, my relationship has officially... Wait, my relationship with Phil passed any other relationship of mine. Wow. That's kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny. Because the truth of the matter is, I've been around for 11 years. A lot of people have actually said I've watched Phil longer than I've watched anything else consistently. And you know what? I've put out so much content over the years, it's actually possible to say that, right? 11 years of my life where I've been putting out either daily gameplay videos or daily live streams or both. It's pretty insane that the amount of time in my life that you've basically been able to follow along with me and see what I've been up to on a daily basis, and pretty nuts, right? When you really think back about it. So, thank you very much, Archangel 007, for 21 months of ongoing sub support. And I'm glad to hear that you've been, a long-time fan and that you enjoy my stuff. Thank you very much for that. Super Batcat tipped me $8.50. He says, sorry, I haven't been around lately to see you're in a bit of a bind and every little bit helps. That's absolutely correct. As you can see, we really are doing something different. I almost never do a weekly goal, and we're doing a weekly tipping goal to try to remedy the situation. So thank you for that generous tip, Super Batcat. Let's add that to the total. That's $493 now, right? Yes. $493 so far. Thank you very much. Keep raising and keep working towards it. Polyester Kyle did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Polyester Kyle, for the 100-bit cheer. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. First cheer of the day. Oh my god, this keyboard. Keyboard's getting worse and worse. I don't know if it's just the reception or what. I don't know what's going on. But there you go. Polyester Kyle, top cheer of the day. I appreciate that very much. Then we've got Good Game Goblin, who actually tipped me. Whoa. Someone's car's loud as fuck. Scared me. Hear that? Someone is revving an engine. They think they're a badass. How impressive. Anyway, Good Game Goblin tipped me $10. He says, I think you need, oh, here we go. I think you need some money because you've joined a UFO cult. You can't get the money to the Great Leader in time that the mothership will leave you stranded here forever. Can you confirm? Well, it's close. It's close. What it is every time this year I have to raise a certain amount of money to sacrifice to the Great Lord Drakon. And if I don't sacrifice enough money, then he comes and he sucks the souls out of everyone here in Washington State and makes them his undead army. And there was one year where I did not succeed, and thousands were sacrificed. And it was a bad time. Let me tell you, I felt really bad. So many people died. There's this hole to hell just opened up and started sucking people down. The flaming tentacles were ripping their bodies and tearing them apart, limb from limb. Intestines were flying, blood was squirting. It was really bad. I was like, all right. I swear to you, Lord Drakon, the usurper and almighty, I will do my best every year now to raise this fund. Okay? Of course. Of course. What else would it be? Anyway, thank you, Good Game Goblin, for a $10 tip, biggest tip of the day. And that actually put us over the $500 threshold so far for the week. Again, 5 days left. So thank you guys very much. And thank you to Good Game Goblin. Combat just said something pertinent. He says, remember to remind everyone about the Terminator cheer mode. You are right. If you are going to cheer today for anyone with bits here on Twitch, doesn't have to be me. It could be any content creator. Please use the Terminator cheer mode. If you do so, you gift 10% bonus bits for free to said content creator. And I'm sure that whoever that is will appreciate that, including me. So thank you for that. Okay. Chief Keef Bang has resubbed for 2 months. This is good luck, Phil. Thank you very much, Chief Keef Bang. Appreciate that. High Tech Specs has done a 100-bit cheer using the Terminator cheer mode, so that's super, super appreciated. And he says, looking forward to you playing the Outer Worlds. I skipped this for Call of Duty, so I'm interested to see how good the game is. Better than Fallout 76 for sure. I mean, anything's better than Fallout 76. Okay, anything. So, it wouldn't be a tall order. You know, especially I could say that after actually playing Fallout 76 back around E3 when it was free, and boy, that game was fucking terrible. So, yeah, you know, it's definitely going to top that. If it is in the same vein as Fallout, Mass Effect, Knights of the Old Republic, etc., I think it's going to be a pretty amazing playthrough. We haven't had a game like this in many years. So, I'm very excited for this. By the way, please excuse me while I crunch this bottle. There we go. All right. So that's it so far for contributions. What we'll do now is jump over and give a shout out to the top cheerers of the week. For those who have been cheering this week, I want to say thank you very much for your contributions. It is much appreciated. So let's go through the top 10 leaderboard, shall we? All right. So in 10th place, we've got Silas Darko. 9th place is Free for All Cast. We got a tie for 7th place between Hail Hyfra and Golden Colts. Thank you, guys. 6th place, Big Daddy Matty. In 5th place, Star Wars Fan 002. 4th place goes to Tantamouter. 3rd place this week, M5NSX. 2nd place, Survive Sweet Treat. Oh, I haven't seen Survive Sweet Treat around in a few days. Hopefully he's doing all right. And in 1st place, Cholo Veteran OG. Thank you very much to Cholo for all the cheering this week. It's been greatly appreciated. Thank you to everyone who's contributed or thinking of contributing. All right. One final thing I will say. Please understand this is not a mandatory contribution stream. It's a place where I just want people to hang out and have fun with me with games. All right. Although right now I really do need the support this week. If you can tip me, please do. But, you know, if not, you can't contribute. That's okay, man. It's cool. Just chill. Hang out. Have fun with us. Let's have fun with games. That's what it's all about, right? Good stuff? All right. I think we'll end the pre-stream. And very quickly, I'm going to run and use the restroom. Okay? And then we're going to get started. All right, we're going to get started here with our Outer Worlds playthrough. I hope you guys are excited for the Outer Worlds. I'll be right back. See you in a couple minutes.